for a second, but we are right back into the action of Recon 5 versus No Fear eSports. Nothing quite extreme has happened in the time period that y'all missed. We do see Recon 5 have a wonderful setup and good priority over the Baron.
Yeah, a couple of good item spikes too. We have the Morello finish here for the Zoe. We have Trinity and Essence Reaver now finish for the Ash.
Ooh, Dark Cat, good stun. Glacial Prisoner is going to go down the stun now. Final Chapter going to get, for now, the backline doesn't. A bit of damage has to go through back with the portal. No one quite going to go down, but a lot of damage exchanged.
Yeah. And this does benefit Recon 5 because they're the ones who
good bubble on Re10. Not going to be able to capitalize, but good move there from the side of Sindillion.
Yeah, got stunned out there at the very end. Very lucky to actually get out alive. He has to burn his flash to do so, but again, if he doesn't get stunned there, he definitely kills Rikiri there.
Ooh. And now, just as before I was saying, the pressure was on Recon 5 side. Now we're looking at the Baron for No Fear.
Yeah, the mid lane prio is actually going towards Recon 5, so they have the inside track. They actually might be looking to force something because the Jawani is only half health. And they still have a lot of cooldown. Yuki's also very, very low, so if she jumps out, she probably dies as well.
Not quite just yet. Looks like Recon 5 is just barely trying to get themselves back in position here. We have Boom Hunter and Tanzo in this backside, maybe looking to make a flank play. Oh, we do see Tanzo come in. He's throwing the Q out as the damage with the volleys. We do see Enchanted Crystal Arrow come straight down on the Warhog. We see the dashboard from Nuez, but he's not going to be able to pin through as the auto attacks come straight out from Yuki to finish him off. Ooh, Boom Hunter! Big damage from the side of Rikiri. Not quite going to go down. Ooh, Sindillion, ace in the hole. Gonna go straight into Tanzo here, but it was very close.
That it was. You gotta see, there's more fighting that's going to happen. Okay, so once Nard, yeah, okay, I don't think they can fight anymore. I don't think they're even willing to take it at this point, and they shouldn't. That's probably a lost fight. I liked Recon 5's setup in that one. So if you saw what they were doing, again, as you said, they were setting up a flank on the bottom side with Boom Hunter and Tanzo, able to find some poke damage. It caused the team to want to back up or question their decision-making, because then Nuez turned up, and I think Warhog also turned up. The difference was that Nuez had no way out. Warhog had the ability to jump out of the fight, but it split their damage off on the backside out of fear of dying to the Tanzo and to the, or my apologies, to the Karma and to the Lux, and so it scared them off, able to get a pick on a Nuez. Fantastic play from Recon 5.
Recon 5 making good use of the apparent vision contention on the side of Baron, takes advantage of no vision on Dragon, and goes for an amazing flank play.
That they do. They get a good dragon as well. They get that last Infernal Drake, so they have a permanent advantage in terms of Infernal Drakes over their opposition. Another Cloud Drake will be on the board as well. That'll be the last one. They leave the last Elemental Drake before anything else.
No Fear here, setting up the vision around the Baron. Looking to make the contestation happen eventually. Tanzo and Warhog not quite in the right spot just yet. TPs are going to be up about the same time.
Yeah, not a bad thing. I do notice Warhog decided
Whoa, what is this trade?
Base trade?
Look at this. Base race?
Base race?
Base race?
Tanzo's here. He wants to clear the way.
Oh, but it's 5 for the side of No Fear here. Oh, I think they're maybe looking to back. No, I think they're going to go, ooh, ace in the hole going to be taken straight on Tanzo. He has to flash to get out, but the inhib for the side of No Fear.
They have more minions,
go straight down.
Okay, so just back
oh, Recon just barely gonna be able to get out of his Enchanted Arrow. Does a lot of damage to take out. Final Spark gonna come through. Mucho Gosu is gonna be going down as well. That's very bad.
If they have more minions on the bottom side of the map, they have to back out here. They're gonna maybe get the inhib at best, but Tanzo's here to try to clear off the wave.
Tanzo's stopping the backs. Wait a second, Recon 5 is in an amazing position here. Gonna be taking down 1 Nexus turret, 2 Nexus turret. The teleport isn't gonna be able to come through, and now the Nexus is looking to go down chunk after chunk, and it is in fact Recon 5 takes game 1 after an amazing race for the base.
That was some strong play. That's just knowledge of how well their champions are able to take towers. You're talking like on the back of their champions being able to take these towers so much faster. They knew they could take it, and then there's not hard commitment here. You saw Syndra came back with Yuumi and thinking that that was enough, but they had all of their ultimates, had all of this team fight potential left. I'm surprised that they were even willing to try to take that trade. Fantastic call above the bluff there from Recon 5.
Gosh, Recon 5 coming out strong here in game 1. Definitely curious to see how No Fear is going to play up against this here in game 2. But with that, we are going to be taking a short break as we get ourselves acquainted here in the game 2. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
we are into game 2, finally, of No Fear eSports versus Recon 5. Already hot into the pick and bans phase. It's looking to be almost exactly the same as game 1. We see Azir, Morgana, Kiana, Aatrox, and finally Recon 5 test the nuts a little bit. They say Lux is out of the pool.
No Sivir is gone quite yet. So that's the one difference from last game, is that there's no Sivir. There's also no Nautilus ban yet. That's the other big thing.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the third ban.
Left on the pool, readily available for anyone that wants to play.
We'll say, looking to see what this final ban is.
I'd expect it to be Sivir. I don't think they want to give that to Yuki Bunny.
It's nope. Zoe.
Zoe instead.
Other than that, Recon 5 looking to pick Nico as their choice to begin with.
They do. Not a terrible pickup. Again, it's pretty flexible between top and mid lane, so hopefully they're able to find somewhere cool. I also like to see it in the support role. I still think it's a strong support. Okay, and immediately Kai'Sa Nautilus. That's a super strong combination of the bot lane there for Rikiri and Gosu.
Ooh, oh! Yeah, Xayah Recon pairing.
My dreams crushed. I wanted the Nico, unless it's Recon mid lane, but obviously that's probably not the case. It's likely, almost certainly, Nico top with this Xayah Recon.
Other than that, Kai'Sa Nautilus, Karthus does show potential sometimes in the jungle, but I would be more assuming to see him go on that mid lane.
I think he's still a jungler more than anything.
He hit some nerfs on the Q, a little bit of the damage got a bit rebuffed there, so curious to see if that's what they're going to be pulling through there. But other than that, No Fear eSports banning out their own Sejuani. They don't want Nuez on that ever again. Renekton as well getting caught out.
All right. Sejuani, Renekton gone as well. We also have the original, just so Moody's back here for the side of Recon 5.
Oh, I will have to say, it's quite a shame because Dark Cat was putting out such an amazing performance as a replacement. Yeah. I do have to say, mad props to him in game 1 there. He really extended a lot of that early lead.
Really, really well done. Like I said, I think he exceeded expectation for, especially, like I said, he's a Plat 1 player, and I don't want to say Plat 1 players are bad, but certainly in a league with like Diamond Master players, he had a good performance. He had an above average performance than what I would have expected him to have, so well done by him. Kindred, Sejuani both taken away from Moody.
Yeah, it looks like
okay.
That's gonna go down. Yeah, Zed getting pulled out here. Renekton Zed, such an aggressive band.
Oh. Interesting. Recon 5 is looking like they want a team fight team. Kled is the pickup here. All right.
Well, not yet. Not confirmed.
Maybe.
Just quite. Could change that up. I would be in love to see the Kled come through. Such an amazing duelist and team fight orienter.
Really good into the Nico as well, because obviously she can root him, but using your E and then couple that with the bear trap on a rope, it's impossible for Nico to just pure escape. So, and the hard engage that he brings alongside the shielding into her ultimate makes it difficult for Nico to win a lane. Now, again, she's a bully. I don't think she can bully Kled the same way she bullies a lot of champions.
Other than that, though, secondary pick going out here on the side of Recon 5 is, in course, going to be...
Oh. Wait, that's an Ornn. So it's actually Ornn instead of Kled. Yasuo. Okay.
Yasuo is going to go through.
Yeah. Here's the thing is, like, into Kled, Yasuo's not a great matchup, but into Ornn, Yasuo is an amazing matchup. Like, that's huge. And they go... Okay, that's really good. So Recon 5 gets an amazing synergy bot lane alongside fantastic synergy top and jungle, and then Nika just lock down the mid lane into whoever they want to throw there. I love this strat from Recon 5.
Just such a good pick and ban phase for the side Recon 5 here to come out and get such a high-class set of priorities out of the way with avoiding a lot of the potential bans. And it's just... I'm curious to see how No Fear is going to play up against this. Looking like Lee Sin's going to be the jungler on their side.
Interesting. Okay, so they do opt for the mid lane Karthus.
It's not a Lee Sin. In fact, it's
Lissandra.
My goodness.
Lissandra. We're getting joked. This entire draft is just a meme right now. But okay, Lissandra instead of Lee Sin. So it's Karthus jungle, Ornn top, Lissandra mid lane. Or it could be the Ornn mid lane and the Lissandra top, depending on whether they want a lane swap for better priority. But certainly one of that one of those kids.
Okay. Kaiser, Nautilus, Karthus, Orin, Lissandra. We apologize for the rough estimate there. Recon 5's comp is completely correct. That's going to be Nico, Zyra, Kanyasa, Gragas. Other than that, let me see what we're going to be picking out there.
All right. I want to start seeing these champions locked in. That way we actually know who they're
I'm
actually
quite confused currently still. I can't really piece together what No Fear is going for yet. I still am imagining an amazing Kled and Lee Sin, but don't think that's going to be showing up anytime soon.
Like I said, I think what it is that they have a lot of engage with like the Nautilus, the Ornn, and then couple that with like the Lissandra. And then they just have two massively scaling carries in the Karthus and the Kaiser. So proactively in the early game, they need to be able to win top side of the map so they can take skirmishes. Because again, Ornn has good CC and can fight a lot better early now. Lissandra, of course, is still present in the mid lane, does quite a bit of stuff even without the rest, that kind of thing. So, like I said, I think No Fear setting up a team fight composition. I just think what they're playing against right now is crazy. You're talking like Yasuo Gragas doesn't lose duels, especially not into like Karthus. Like Karthus is so squishy, Yasuo will burst out the Karthus. So if that happens to go about, I think Nico has good wave clear into the Karthus. So, like Karthus has to use individual Qs in his E to kind of get close to the wave. I think Nico can bully a Karthus in the right situation. And so I think just pure 5v5 composition, Recon 5 has the stronger 5v5, despite that being what NF is playing for. Now, scaling-wise, Kaiser Karthus, really, really good. Amazing into the late stage of the game. But I think it's going to be super hard for No Fear to get there.
Yeah, Recon 5 has shown, even in the strife of an early game or a mid game, they obviously have a potential to really come back into it at any time and delay their team, whoever they're against, quite often. So I'm concerned to see a bit of that scaling comp. I do have the hope for No Fear, but it's going to be an uphill battle.
That it will. Like I said, I think in terms of pure lane strength, I don't think Ornn really beats Yasuo. So you're going to need the Karthus to come up there. But then, of course, Yasuo can't fight a Karthus fantastically because he has to get close. But certainly it's something he can escape from because Ornn has to use a CC to try to knock Yasuo
is
down.
that?
What is what?
That is Warhog picking Kled.
All right, well, I'm getting joked at right now because they just said it was Ornn. Okay, so they must have picked Kled not wanting Ornn. So they must have banned Ornn at some point.
No,
that
no.
must have been what it was.
Looks like we're getting a nice reset here on the pick phase.
Yeah.
These teams don't know what they're playing. The team was very confused. Warhog could not figure out what Ornn was or looked like. As a result, he picked the closest thing he could imagine, as apparently he chose the Kled.
Yeah, as it turns out, Warhog only has 7 IQ points, akin to that of a stalk of celery. So unfortunately, his team has to deal with that fact every day. It's all right. We don't blame him for it. It's not his fault. It's genetics mostly. I didn't mean that as an insult to his parents. I apologize for that, but... And we get another reset. Yay.
It looks like the reset coming through this time from the side of Nuez popping out there. It looks like the team started up a bit too quick, did not get themselves reoriented quite right.
All right. Rita said no. Small indie company, by the way. Okay, Mucho Guso just needs to move down and then come back up. He's now the mid laner.
Alright. Looks like these teams have themselves reoriented finally.
Alright.
Okay, let's try this for the third time.
Okay, so again, we can talk about just individual lane match. Like I said, I think Yasuo into Ornn is Yasuo favorite in terms of pure 1v1. Like, that's not even like a me thing. That's like Yasuo is just a hard counter to Ornn, and he always has been. Because of the damage output that Yasuo has, the wind wall blocks his ultimate, which is just a travesty because you can't combo anybody. And he can always dash away from Ornn, or he can dash through the Ornn when the Brett's Bellows comes out, so he doesn't actually get clapped. By the way, that is the technical term for what happens when someone becomes brittle and Ornn auto attacks them. It's called clapped. That's what it is.
That sounds absolutely amazing.
Oh, that is the technical term for it, actually. Like 100%, it's in the dictionary. So, yeah. But
But
obviously, okay, don't pick Kled, please,
all
please.
right, all right, all right.
Thank you,
Orin
thank you,
is
please.
out here.
All
Warhog
right.
has figured it out. The
Uh,
letter K is very far from the letter O. He
yeah,
managed to come back in grade
they're very
school,
similar
basically.
champions.
Yeah.
They're very hard to mix up pretty commonly. Yeah, but certainly, like I said, I think just across the board, the only real winning lane they have is the Lissandra, and that's mostly because with Aftershock and with some of the additional things that you can do with like the ultimate, she has a lot more tankiness, and so I think what this game's about is trying to use the top side of the map properly so that you can get the Karthus ahead. I don't think you can warrant the Kai'Sa and the Nautilus getting a massive advantage into Rakan's Eye. They are squishy. So if you want to go like a 4-person, 5-person dive bot lane, try to get them ahead that way, that's a good way to go. I think it's just rough to try to pull off just a pure 2v2 at level 6 if you're the Nautilus Kai'Sa as opposed to like Rakan's Eye.
Yeah, Recon Zaya obviously picking up a bunch of the power there in that lane, and Recon 5 obviously has just set themselves up so well in a lot of these lane matchups. You're going to be relying a lot on No Fear being able to hold it out, particularly, and then come back, especially in these more team fight oriented phases, and pull
Mm-hmm.
themselves together as they begin to scale.
And the more I think about it, the more I just think like how much this game is going to be dictated by like the first 10 minutes. Like basically the team that's winning at the 10-minute mark is probably going to win the game. Just the way that these two teams work. Again, so like Yasuo doesn't go backwards. Gragas doesn't usually fight backwards. Nico doesn't fight backwards for the most part. Like Rakan's Eye, I guess they can kite backwards. So they have a couple champions that can kite backwards. But for the most part, you just want to go in. You want Rakan to go in. You want Nico to go in. You want Yasuo to get big knockups, things like that. It's the same on the other side. Lissandra can like go in, Ornn goes in, or he can engage from afar. With distance, they just try to find engages on each other, and whoever finds the better engages wins. And so if a team is ahead, they're the ones with the vision control. They're the ones with the damage. They're the ones with the items. That team's engagement is going to be so much more effective than the other team's engagement. And so to me, like I said, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the game, whoever's winning, I think they just take it.
I think a big part that we're going to have to look out for here, especially as we get into these two teams' play style, is, of course, how these junglers are really going to be affecting the game. That's always going to be a big question here, but I'm more concerned, especially since Nuez is on such a back foot here with Karthus. He's not quite going to be on the same upheave as Gragas. So,
Yeah.
as you're saying, a lot of this, you need to go in, you need to go and you need to fight it out. I feel like in terms of speed, of just execution and consistency, Gragas will inherently and consistently just be there almost first, if that's a
Yeah.
way to say it.
The other real way to play this out from the side of No Fear is like Ornn kind of struggles in lane, but if he builds armor, he should be fine into Yasuo, especially if Yasuo decides to go more for like the crit build, that kind of thing. Doesn't go for like Blade of the Rune King split build. Lissandra should be perfectly fine into Nico, shouldn't really get solo killed all that much, and should be able to help out quite a bit. And then, of course, Kai'Sa and Nautilus, they are a stronger lane combo than like Xayah Rakan. Obviously, Xayah Rakan have that innate synergy, have plenty of ways to start fights later. They scale really well, both of them. And in the laning phase, Rakan can protect Xayah pretty well. But like pure Nautilus Kai'Sa in the 2v2, especially pre-6, is strong. So if these lanes can kind of be isolated, if they can find ways to put wards down, get advantages, push the waves out, they can stall long enough for Karthus to really just get them their advantages through scaling. The same goes for the Kai'Sa, that she can scale to just monstrous levels, and then the Nautilus, the Sonder, Ornn can just frontline for them all day. Again, though, I think that's difficult because, as you said, Gragas has a lot more agency on the game. The Gragas Yasuo can roam around and just try to bully this Karthus in the jungle. And then, of course, again, Rakan, Xayah, they have so much synergy, especially in some of these fights. It becomes difficult. The one caveat I do see on the side of Recon 5's composition is they're all squishy. Like Gragas even probably builds full AP in this like composition. So if they get behind, they don't ever come back for the most part because there's just so many tanks. I think that's the one difficulty behind it.
Yeah, like you said, there's definitely that objective for No Fear Esports to scale and basically get to the point where they don't have to deal with a lot of the damage and contention from the side Recon 5. But as we basically discussed, it is quite the uphill battle. They're going to have to deal with a lot of the early game conditions that just aren't in their favor. And even if we take a look at late game, you still have such aggressive carries like Yasuo and Nico and Xayah. These are champions that can really pump out absurd amount of damage. in the late game at a certain point as well. So while you can rely on the Kai'Sa and the Karthus and even Lissandra for that special lockdown and tanky front, you're not quite going to get the freedom to, especially if you give any inch to Recon 5 here. Recon 5 has the potential to take an inch and go a mile, if I would like to put it that way.
Yeah, that's a good way to. That's a great way to put it. It's just like I said, all the damage, as you said, all the damage, all the CC, the skirmish synergy. It's just so much for Recon 5. If they make mistakes, No Fear can take it. They can capitalize on the mistakes. And again, it's hyper late game. At that point, really, Xayah is going to be relevant. Karthus and Kai'Sa are going to be relevant. Yasuo can be relevant if he finds a great ultimate from a Gragas barrel, but like for the most part, he's going to struggle into the Karthus and Lissandra. So we got to see which team kind of pulls it out.
Other than that, though, like you said, we will have to see which of these two teams is going to pull it out. Is Recon 5 going to be able to finish this series off and take it 2-0? Or is No Fear eSports going to be taking us to game 3? We'll find out the answer to that question real soon as we take a short spectator delay break. All right, getting back hot into game 2 here of Recon 5 versus No Fear eSports. I did not bring up this point in game 1, but if anyone would like to donate, subscribe, or follow to the ABL stream too, we would appreciate that immensely. Our productions team completely relies on your support and no one else's at this point. So if you want to see a greater stream, you're just helping us out. But other than that, getting into this game here, looking to see how these two teams are going to match up. No Fear not quite going for that aggressive lineup as they did last time.
Wait, okay, I have to ask
Or
the producer.
Recon.
Do you know if the contest is over yet? Okay. So everybody that's watching the stream at the moment, right now it's one of our producer Audio's birthday, and for his birthday he had one wish, and that wish was that everybody roulette all of your points. So if you would do him a birthday wish, just go ahead, roulette as many points as you have. Just hit slat or exclamation point roulette all. It'll double your points, or it will get rid of all of your points. He loves it. It's his favorite mechanic. So yeah, wish him a happy birthday. Let him know how many points you get. What?
I'd like to point out we did just get a tip, by the way, of $1.90. Anonymous. I'm a big fan.
Thank you, Anonymous. Oh.
Good rule.
Oh, they're gonna get the ward too. Just gift them 10 gold. Jeez.
Other than
Okay,
that,
well-
these two teams haven't set up anything. I'm very proud of the rouletting all in chat right now. You guys are absolute legends, and Audio will appreciate that immensely.
Yeah, you guys are my favorite. Okay, thank you very much. This will mean the world to him. Anyone that, like I said, anyone that wins. Oh,
Mucho Gosu preventing that knockup just makes me want to. Anyways,
you need a minute there. You need a minute to yourself there. See? Oh lord.
cued it through, just prevented Boom Hunter from coming through, and was just like, oh, but not this time. The knockup comes through as Mucho Gosu's gonna take some damage. He gets the hook onto the backline. The big knight's coming. The back off here. Not quite anything gonna happen just yet, but such an amazing trade to watch. With a level 2 spike.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Never mind. We good. It's all good in the hood. Don't worry about it.
I'd like to point out our producer just lost 1,200 points for the sake of Audio's birthday. We love him immensely, but shame on him.
Like I said, if anyone wins, definitely take a picture and send it to him because he's gonna want to see it because that would make his day even more special. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
other than
I apologize
that.
for it is his birthday wish, but that's okay.
Ooh, good route on the side here of Recon. Sindillion putting out the damage early.
That he is. Yeah, good so far from everybody across the board. Again, the pressure should be mostly on the side of no fear in these lanes. Right now, especially bot lanes in that position where Yuki Bunny's sitting at about half health and that's about it. Oh, is Tanzo gonna get clapped?
Ooh, the clap!
The clap!
We're gonna calculate that every single time it happens this game. The clap will be knocked up, coming through from Boom Hunter. Pull not quite gonna be touching that. Mucho Gosu now coming through Predator. Rudy coming down as Moody comes on the side here. That's gonna be enough as the first blood goes to Yuki Bunny.
Yeah. Really impressive clearing there from the side of Moody. So I think he was able to do the entire top side of his jungle, or get his blue buff and then do the entire bottom. I'm not sure exactly how he passed there, but he was able to find it. So he has 4 camps, and then he went back and got Predator boots. Typically, you see that with the red side clear, but that would have put him on the top side of the map. Instead, opts for the opposite, so he gets the bottom side. Oh, never mind.
Not quite a good lockdown on Sindillion there. Just barely gonna make it out. Oh, we do see Moody stepping up into the side now as Nuez is just sitting here. Curious to see how this is going to play out. The root does come down onto Nuez. He's going to be taking a bunch of damage. Moody goes from the flash on the backline to get a kill onto Re10. Now he's coming back on the other side of this wall. Sindillion picking up the other kill. That's going to be mid and jungle taken down.
Yeah. So the really good thing about that was Nuez came in on a really good gank, found a good timing to pair up with Re10. The problem is he's Karthus, and he shouldn't be ganking before this point in the game. It's the 4 minutes and 30 seconds of the game. What is he going to do? They didn't reset the wave very fast, and then Nuez, for some reason, just kept trying to zone Sindillion with these Qs. Wasn't able to find basically anything. And Gragas, they just didn't respect Moody on the bottom side of the map, so fantastic job from Recon 5 already.
Recon 5 flexing their muscles here, showing that their early game potential is a lot stronger than we assumed. No Fear's got to pull this one together or they're going to see defeat very soon.
Yeah, this is a 5-minute BF sword from the Xayah already. That's pretty good. On the contrary, the Kerchiss Shard and the Longsword purchased for the Kai'Sa. Not a terrible start, although typically you do go Maramoon, so I guess it's just Kai'Sa just being impatient, wanting the Storm Razor instead of wanting to do that more scaly build. It's faster and it's more gold efficient, but certainly it doesn't give you the same kind of punch that a Storm Razor does. So Rekiri, he just must be counting on that late game, because if he doesn't get to the late game, he struggles.
Sorry, looking at the trade here between Tanzo and Warhog. Ooh, the W coming through. Not quite going to see the clap just yet, but Tanzo does want to go in. He's putting it through. Oh, Warhog just barely gets out of the knockup on that tornado. Tanzo has 6. We're going to be waiting to see if Last Breath is going to make its way into the fight here. Ooh, not quite. Tornado's up. Can he get the knockup? Can he get the knockup? He does, but Moody's back there. The classic blunder from Warhog goes down as a result from a gank as well as Moody.
Yeah, clean communication there. So Tanzo was able to use the Asshole ultimate to power aggro, and it started onto Moody, who was full health. So really clean dive there. If Moody had not taken aggro to start with, I think that Tanzo probably would have died, because I don't think he was able to E out, especially after Warhog dies. So he had no escape route there.
Pulling our attention to bot lane, Yuki Bunny, absolute massive amount of damage here on a Mucho Gosu as he went for the escape there. That BF sword just absolutely rips through this early in the game.
Yeah, 0 armor for this Nautilus to start with, and he didn't even get the upgraded support item, so he's in a bad place right now. He's struggling. He can still proc it pretty easily on the Relic Shield, but now he's going to get harassed under tower if he continues to do so.
Harassment is coming through consistently. Yeah, Boom Hunter going to take that turret shot. You know, he's got to flex on him somehow.
Yeah.
Nuez.
Oh!
I don't...
I was hoping that he would hit the blast. Oh, he's going to do it!
Just barely. I love it. He went for the blast cone.
Take away that ganking round. Yeah, unfortunately that means Karthus has to walk around the river, so there's no way for him to actually gank effectively in any case.
Oh, Sindelian, so aggressive on Re-10 there.
Yeah. He's a CS lead, he's just harassing constantly, has an easy like item efficiency, so he already has that completed Lost Chapter, so yeah, across the map, just winning right now from Recon.
Oh, Nuez has to flash to get out of there, does not want to take that trade. Ooh, good root on Re-10. God damage.
Hurts me.
It hurts you?
IRL hurts me.
Re-10 getting hit again. I don't think Sindelian is going to make this much of a fight for himself here.
Yeah, he doesn't need to fight. He just keeps hitting him with Qs over and over again, chunking him for 100 health and letting him walk away. No clap. Oh.
No clap. Tanzo does want to go back into this. Q minion wave, just trying to push it out.
So he has no AD right now. He only has the recurve though. It's not a terrible way to go. Oh, the clap.
The clap.
There it is. The clap. Yeah. So it looks like Tanzo is opting. Oh, what are you doing, Warhol?
Barely. Nuez gonna come through with the ultimate.
Okay.
Just barely. Requiem does the damage, but Warhog is not able to follow it up with Call of the Forge God because of the amazing and sexy wind wall from Tanzo.
Yeah. That does give Dark Harv stack over to the. Oh, is he gonna die?
Oh, Nuez.
Oh, we're good. No, he's fine. He's good.
He's good. He's good.
He's good.
Red buff, a harder obstacle than Recon 5. Let me tell you. Anyways, Tanzo making an aggressive play here. Tornado's gonna miss, but Warhog has to step back.
Yeah, he had no mana, so I think he was just trying to take advantage of that. Warhog didn't even have to flash away though, so well done by him. Not a great back timing from Tanzo. He only comes back with a Doran's Blade and a longsword, so again, no real AD to speak of, and some armor starting to come through from the side of Warhog. So if he's able to actually complete the Righteous Glory, he should be in a pretty decent place, especially if he can get Ninja Tabi. If he can buy a full Ninja Tabi while he's in lane, he will do. Tanzo will not have a chance to kill him unless Gragas comes up.
You know, we're just waiting though for Tanzo to scale up and make his way to these other.
Yeah. And yeah, we just talked about Tanzo and Moody. Like, Tanzo has perhaps the best lane, and he's arguably doing the worst of anybody in the game at the moment.
Whoa. He's not doing too bad. He's not doing too bad.
He's not, like I said, he's not doing bad. He's arguably doing the worst of any lane at the moment because you have almost an entire Essence Reaver here onto the Xayah. You have a completed GLP onto your Nico. And then you have the completed Runic Echoes for the Gragas, and right now no completed items for the Yasuo.
I'll tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing an immaculate gank about to go up here. The topside flash comes through from Tanzo. He's going to get the last breath coming through on Warhog. He's trying to get away. The Predator is coming down. Moody comes through the knock-up. The Q comes through the barrel. Unstoppable. It's not going to be enough as Tanzo picks up an amazing kill on Warhog.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Warhog, again, like I said, he had to wait for the barrel. The barrel came through, the damage happened, and then he flashed. So unfortunately, the Q hit him for the damage, slowed him down, and then opted for the explosive cast to come through. Like I said, I think he should have just saved the flash and tried to flash that cast, and then used his W to prevent anyone from following him under tower. It might have saved his life, or at least maybe traded 1-for-1 if they want to overcommit for it.
Re-10. Just making his move on a Sindelian here. The root comes down. Pop Blossom now looking to do a bunch of damage. The sun comes through. His Re-10 is going to be taken out now. Nuez, stopwatch. Not going to be able to save it. Nuez picks up a kill.
Gragas wasn't quite in the area able to respond to that. Interesting play from Sindelian. Oh!
Good pull on Boom Hunter, but no follow-up.
Yeah, the E from Recon exists, so a pull means he just gets out of there after he's done being stunned, so... again, that's a whole, like, communication... Oh, nice block on the Q.
Ooh, Boom gonna get pulled again, but like you said, big dash comes through, but damage did go down. He's chunked to half health.
The Ornn ultimate actually just completely whiffed on the top side. like he used it and he just missed it, I think. So, yeah.
Warhog. What are you doing?
What? I don't know. He's like 50% of the time. Oh my goodness, this is a wit's end start from Tanzo. What?
Okay. He's a real man looking to do some magic damage and get some resistance from Nuez and Re-10.
I would have like Blade of the Rune King. I think would have been better in this situation. I know there's not tons of health stacking on the side of Warhog, but like it would have been amazing to see the slow come out. Like Wits End into Blade of the Rune King, I think would have been an amazing build path, but definitely not Wits End first. I don't think there's enough magic.
Boom Hunter stepping into Nuez's territory here. Ooh, he has to use the ultimate charm to come through. Nuez now in a bad spot. The Root, Yuka Bunny, gonna take him out. Requiem coming down. Ooh, good heal. Not quite gonna be looking for the takedown.
Yeah. Good play there from the two. Able to communicate. The Guardian Shield also keeps him up, so actually I don't know if he lost any health in that exchange just because of the heal combination with the Guardian. Good job. Again, finding that Karthus out. This is kind of what they need to do. They just need to invade towards the Karthus, trying to prevent him from
good knock up on a Tanzo paired with the clap, but not quite. We do see Last Breath doing a bunch of damage, taking him below half health. Warhog is under turret though. He's able to scurry away for today.
Hey,
Tanzo's pressuring.
Really quick interjection. Does anyone out there on Twitch chat know what Yasuo's ultimate does? It gives you armor pen. Do you know what Tanzo doesn't have right now? Damage to use the armor pen with.
Whoa!
Because he bought a Wits End to start with. It's all on hit damage.
I need you to quiet down as we see Moody flash here to get a knock-up onto Mucho Ghost through the damage coming down the casket. Misses though. Pushes him away.
That was a great flash from Gosu to prevent him from going down right there. Again, if he doesn't get that flash over the wall, he just dies and loses the flash. So, good job getting over there, just preventing himself from going down.
Ooh, Tanzo maybe looking to make a play up here. Knock up on Warhog, not quite though. Turn our attention to the mid lane. Sindillion getting bursted down. That's 2 Qs. That's Nuez shredding through. Takes him out.
That's a tough one. So like Sindillion, if he hits a perfect like Captain Jack Quicksilver, or I guess Cleanse in this case, he might get away from that Q, but that's a really close situation. Like that's about as perfect as that could have been played from Nuez.
Ooh, Moody coming in hot. His backline, the ultimate comes through. Now the teleport as well. Ooh, Boom Hunter in a bad spot here. Does have to flash to get out. Ooh. Oh, Re-10 not quite looking for the chase. Doesn't go through with the Q.
Yeah. Also, Rikiri committed the, I forget what it's called, Relentless Hunter, is that what it's called? I don't remember exactly what it was.
Speaking of looking at Relentless Hunter, Tanzo going in hard onto Nuez here. Q comes through with Last Breath. He is going to be able to take him out. Now he's turning his attention to Warhog. Is he going to be able to pull it through? Tanzo staring around the back here. Oh, looks like they're going to back off. Not quite looking for the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, maybe I'm wrong. Warhog takes a bunch of damage. Tornado misses.
Yeah. Despite the meme about Wits End being completed here that I don't like it, the healing combined with the combination with
Boom Hunter in the bot side coming through with the charm. Yuki Bunny's gonna pick up a kill. Oh, turn our attention to the top side. Tanzo going deep under the turret here, taking out Warhog. Oh! What a meme. Tanzo healing last little bit there, and he's gonna pick up turret. No, he's not! No, he's not!
Playing the Yasuo to its fullest extent, ending under his own tower. Oh my goodness.
Oh my. So good. Good route on Re-10. Gosh, what a classic blunder from the Yasuo here.
So it started off really, really well. The dive went. He baited out the knockup that would have come out from the orange. Did well with that, and then the sustain again from this Wits End and Conqueror combination, and his last proc getting that.
And then he walked straight into turret.
Then he walked and they did under tower trying to get it. Yeah, that's his issue. It was really right. Yeah, you see his frustration also just typing a bunch of random words in chat. But
I know not many of y'all can see this, but Tanzo is going off in chat right now.
That's what happened, as most Yasuos do. I'm surprised he hasn't put an FF in the chat already, but
I'm surprised he hasn't hit his 0 and 10 power spike on Yasuo yet.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna hit 0 and 10 because he already has 4 kills. He needs to be.
Yeah. We can dream. We can dream here on the ABL.
We can dream. That's true. Yeah. Right.
Other than that, Recon 5, great prioritization on the Shelly here. Looks like we're gonna leave Moody up to the task.
Yeah. The frustration also is that, like, despite Moody and Tanzo having this great synergy, they don't need to put Tanzo anywhere but in a side lane because he doesn't lose to Lissandra and he doesn't lose to the Ornn anymore. anymore. The best case scenario is that they bring Karthus in and try to trade kills, which is what happened earlier, but or what they tried to do earlier, but it didn't work out for them. So really, it's tough right now. 4-kill or a 4-kill Yasuo with a completed Wit's End doesn't die to anyone in this game, so he can be anywhere on the map he wants to by himself.
Sindillion gonna get engaged on here. We do see Pop Bloom come through to do a bit of damage with Recon in this backline.
Oh!
Boom Hunter gonna be able to take off Mucho Ghost. Rakiri goes down as well.
Very clean. Nice engagement. Yeah, good follow-up there from the rest of his team, and then Boom Hunter able to find a couple of taunts. Yeah.
Ooh, look in his backline. Moody looking to make an engage on Nuez here. The slow is going to come through. Knockup not quite going to hit. Casket in a bad spot, though. Call the Forge God is going to be able to take out Boom Hunter as we see another kill go down for Moody as well.
Moderately over.
Not quite. Oh, Sindillion barely gonna take the health off Nuez there. Oh, flash from Yuki Buddy to take him out of this backline. Now we do see Featherstorm coming through here. The root isn't gonna come through, but the damage is. Tanzo now in this backline. Double kill. Good kill for Tanzo as well. 3 members of No Fear Esports taken down, as well as this mid turret. Tanzo not gonna get killed this time by it though.
Frustration with the extended play here from the side of No Fear. They found good engagement with the overextension from Moody and Boom Hunter, trying to find them under tower unnecessarily, but then they stay way too long, low health bars. Sindillion finds some good autopacks, some good CC, and just a huge clean up. The flash over that rafter wall from Yuki Bunny to secure 1 kill. The ultimate to keep him alive, no CC coming through there, and then Tanzo coming in for a cleanup. What great communication from Recon.
All right. Rebel, lay it out for me.
Yeah.
How does No Fear come back from this? 15-5.
Fear come back.
8,000 gold difference. 20 minutes almost in. Baron's coming up. Boom Hunter's flexing with the Q. How does No Fear pull themselves back together?
Okay. First off, Lissandra needs to be in the side lane against Tanzo. Ranged advantage coupled with better wave clear than the Ornn, and also she can prevent the engage from Yasuo as long as she doesn't get hit by Tornado. I think Re10 needs to be in the side lane. I know it's tough with the Lissandra. She has TP though, so I wouldn't consider it that necessary. I think you're just better off throwing her in the side lane. You need to stall. This Kai'Sa can still, again, Kai'Sa opted for the Stormrazor and Rageblade build. It's not a bad build. It scales very, very well. It's slow, though. It's very slow. As you're seeing right now, the Stormrazor has prevented it. Now 2 items completed for Yuki Bunny. You need to get 3 items on the Kai'Sa before you can really start to fight. Get some items here. Karthus is starting to do really good damage, too. If you can find clustered team fights and try to keep the Yasuo separated, they have ways to win some of these. It's just, you saw that. You saw the overextension from Moody and Boom Hunter without Yasuo there. They lost that fight pretty handily. Just keep the Yasuo out of the fights, keep the Lissandra in the side lane with him, TP response every single time.
Well, curious to see how No Hunter's going to play around your supposed suggestions. Nothing lining up quite yet. We do see Recon flexing, though, really pushing these waves and trying to get an engage. Maybe go in here. Good route on to Mucho Ghost. The pull is going to come down onto Boom Hunter. E over the wall to get out. Good play there now.
I don't know how Re10 actually just got out of it. It looked like she barely missed the barrel.
Moody. Good root. Slow coming down from the side of Sindillion. Root now with Pop Blossom in this backline. Nua's going to take a ton of damage as the knockout comes with Boom Up, gets the kill. Moody's going to burn down as Requiem comes from the skies to rain damage and fire. Now Call the Forge God goes down on Yuki Buddy, but the Featherstorm does it to block. Knockup comes through anyways as it comes down. Tanzo now just barely looking to get out here. Triple knockup pairing with Last Breath to get a double kill. Now he's looking to turn his sights on the Re10. Gonna get the knockup on the Rakiri as we do see Sindillion put the last bit of damage on the Re10. And that's another kill as Boom Hunter finishes off Rakiri. Full team knockout.
Yeah. Again, it's all about the Yasuo coming in, cleaning up the fight afterwards. There was plenty of good there. Moody overextended yet again, trying to get the engagement onto Re10. They find 2 kills. They were able to kill, I think, Moody, and then it was also Sindillion, or my apologies, Yuki Bunny, during that exchange. But then they don't leave. They have no disengage. And so Yasuo, coupled with this Recon, was able to clean up the rest of the fight. Sindillion makes things difficult with this slows, with this Glacial Augment build, but certainly they need to find ways to disengage faster, because if they do, that's just a 1 fight for them. They just win that fight outright. Try to keep this Yasuo away from the rest of the team, otherwise you're going to keep losing.
I'd be surprised if No Fear is going to be able to pull this one back. That's a 10,000 gold lead at 20 minutes.
Yeah. Fair amount of that, about 4,000 of that is currently on the Yasuo over his lane opponent. That's why I said you got to put the Lissandra in that lane. If you don't put the Lissandra in that lane, he's just going to continue to bully out the Ornn and do what he wants. Like, that's frustration that you can't have.
Yasuo's in the solo lane. Let's see who's going to be the one to respond.
No one. There's no one there. Like, Lissandra's your best bet. Like, he'd honestly just walk up and take that tower if he wanted at the moment.
Let's just wait. Let's wait and see. Re10 is making his way down. Re10 is listening to us.
Yeah.
Listening to you, I guess.
Still gonna
it looks like... shush. Danzo is finally going to be countered there. Actually going for the back instead. He's going to complete it? Yeah.
Probably.
Looks like he's going to complete it.
Yeah, he's 2,600 gold, so he purchased an IE outright. Yeah, he's now 3-item Yasuo with 100% crit and wave clear. Like, there's no way that they stop him, even with the Lissandra at this point. I think the game's just busted now.
A classic blunder from No Fear eSports to give him this.
Feeding the Yasuo, reportable.
Feeding the Yasuo. A classic blunder. God.
Yeah, the thing is even if they're able to keep Tanzo out of these fights on the Yasuo, this happens, right?
Yeah.
Tanzo's here, unfortunately, but...
They get Baron buff.
Yeah, the Baron buff happens. Again, they could have done that without Tanzo. They throw Tanzo in the bot lane, and somebody has to respond without TP to come back. They just lose the Baron anyway. That's the pressure that he can generate, because there are still advantages on Moody, on Sindelian, on Yuki Bunny. They still win the 4v4, but like I said, if Tanzo's there...
Ooh, good knock-up and casket on Rakiri. The charms are coming through. Call the Forge God goes down because of the wind wall. Now we're looking to see how these two teams are going to play out. Tanzo doing a lot of damage, but he does go down. Now Sindelian coming through with Pop Blossom. That's going to go on two. There's Yuki Bunny now cleaning up with the auto attacks. Requiem looking to pick off, but it's not going to come through enough. No one goes down. 4 members of No Fear eSports go down for the single lone Tanzo, and that is not the trade you're looking to come after a Baron.
Yeah, and even after getting decent damage, Moody tried to just, like, one-shot the Kai'Sa, and he wasn't even able to do that. I don't think he even burnt the heal. I think the heal was on cooldown at the time. Wasn't able to do it, but just so much damage thrown through by Tanzo. I don't even know if he got an ultimate off in that fight. He just did so much damage with the AoE Qs and the Static Shiv. It was enough, and then Yuki Bunny, Sindelian, throwing in all of that damage with the feathers, with the saplings, that kind of thing on these picks. Can't cluster like that into a Yasuo, even if he's dead, because of the rest of this team.
And then the follow-up from Sindelian with Pop Blossom just ripping through with Yuki Bunny come through with the feathers. It adds up so quickly, and No Fear go down. Oh, Sindelian maybe making a look of play. The root comes through with Pop Blossom again. Sindelian picking up an easy kill on Rakiri.
Yeah, actually 0 magic resist currently on this Kai'Sa, and that's through the heal. Yeah, they warded that, they picked that out. That was a full combo, killed her through the heal. That's just how strong the Sindelian alone is right now. And he has less gold than both the Yasuo and the Xayah right now. Like, that's your weakest carry. That just one-shot the Kai'Sa. This team is, I think, just unbreakable.
That could be it. 15,000 gold lead, 25-8. It's up to this fight. Lucho Gozu misses the Q. We do see Re10 in the back line, maybe looking for Glade Prison. We do see Sindelian go down, but Yuki Bunny is just ripping through, gonna take down the Warhog. The casket comes through, and that's another kill as we see Nuez go down with Requiem, not quite hitting it. Tanzo just pushing out this inhib. Gosh. Recon 5, so much pressure all around.
Yeah, frustration here. It has to be from No Fear. Because again, what do? You had a good engagement there. The Ornn came through with no blocking that ultimate. You had Re10 find an amazing, like, 3-person W in the middle of that fight, and they still lost with no Yasuo.
Look at this. They step up on the Yasuo. Tanzo says, not in my house. Mucho Gosu taken to half health in less than a second. That is not something anyone is willing to play against. And as a result, Recon 5 just dominating with the pressure here. Ooh, good knock-up onto Rakiri. No follow-up. I almost want to see the last breath hard engage. Not quite gonna come through there. Ooh, the inhib is gonna go down. No engage from No Fear. They're just letting themselves get pounded here.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tanzo, his worst enemy, the turret, Not quite going to be doing enough damage to take him out, though, I will say. Other than that, mid lane turret is going to go down. I'm just waiting for the engage. Someone's going to pull this one out here. Rikiri putting a little bit of damage, and we do see the come forward from Re10 here. And now we're looking as the wind wall comes out. No one's going to be able to do anything but the charm in, the knockup from Boonhammer, the pull in the back line on Tanzo. Yuko Bunny coming with the feather out to get the stun. Not quite, but Moody and Yuki Butter are doing so much. There's the flash forward with the Bob Blossom for the double kill onto Yuki. Oh, God is not going to do enough as Nunez in this backline just gets ripped through for a double kill onto Moody. And that is it. That is it, everyone. That is going to be game 2 for Recon 5. There's no one here to defend. Rikiri can't even come close to stopping it as we see one Nexus turret go down. That's going to be a second Nexus turret go down. And as the damage chunks through, Recon 5 shows that they are back in it in the ABL with an unstoppable team comp.
Yeah, really, really impressive. I love that from the side of Recon 5. They were aggressive across all lanes. They won basically every. I thought they just did an amazing job. Moody was a farmer. He was finding good engages. You saw at the end there, the impatience from Recon 5. They didn't even have to wait. They just made the engagement happen for themselves, able to find a massive set of fights. So fantastic job across the board from everyone on Recon 5. I didn't think it was a terrible showing from No Fear. It just felt kind of like they were on the back foot for most of it.
Other than that, give me your MVP. Who do you think?
MVP. Ooh.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right, who won? Who did well in game 1? I'm trying to think.
Dark.
Yuki Bunny. Wait, someone won the roulette?
No. We had someone earlier, too.
The boy, take a picture, send it to audio. He'll love to see it. Okay, MVP for the game. Like I said, I think Yuki Bunny played really well through both games. I think Sindillion was also there. You can make an argument for him as well, but to me, I think it was Yuki Bunny.
All right, let us quickly pull Yuki Bunny in here. Sorry, I'm not quite seeing it. All right, welcome back. We are here with the MVP of this series, Yuki Bunny from Recon 5. I want to be the first to tell you congratulations on what can be considered an absolutely dominating series of games.
Thank you.
How does it feel to come into a game? I know last
felt pretty good. I mean, last loss was against Dynasty. They're a pretty strong opponent, but I know next time we play against them, we'll probably beat them. So, yeah. But, yeah, Nofier played pretty well too. Like, I know that we're supposed to beat them, but they're not that bad. So,
I just want to. What do you mean by that? What do you mean you're supposed to beat No Fear?
I mean, like our mid laner is now Masters, so he's just super hot. So yeah, so no way they're gonna beat him.
Ooh, super hot mid laner.
Mm-hmm.
Yuki, tell me, what are you watching out for this season on the ABL?
Who? I guess Dynasty. I just heard they just beat FPM, so we just gotta beat them for a rematch. So
that is nutty. That is nutty. Let me tell you. Is there really anything to say here in these two games? I mean, you just had such an absolutely crazy dominating victory. Was there anyone from the side of No Fear that you had to take a second and look at, or were you just absolutely pure confidence, absolute Chad in these games.
Game 1 was pretty close. We just base raced. I don't know how that happened. It just kind of happened, I guess. But I felt like that game was actually pretty close because we couldn't have thrown at any time since we had a poke comp and they had a comp that just wanted to fight us. So if they ever got that 5v5 and we didn't get any poke off, I'm pretty sure that game would have been a lot closer. But since it ended in that fashion, yeah.
I have to say, it just came out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie. It just 1 second we were casting, and then next second you guys were, Iron 5. No, but
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Rebel.
Okay. So recently you guys have kind of been experimenting with this like kind of pokey, supporty composition, things like Lux, Morgana, Yumi being thrown in and out, Karma in the top lane also. Yeah, it's not what I would consider, at least from watching you guys over the last while, like a Recon 5 style. Is it something you're trying to adapt to, something you're trying to develop, or is it like testing out what you consider strong in the meta?
It's just mostly us testing out what is strong in the meta. We think Karma is like really good right now, and obviously Yumi's just super busted. So like, if Yumi's ever left open, we're probably gonna just pick her, or we have like some counters, but yeah, like it's really hard to just punish that champion because she can just do so much, as you can see in like most of the other series too. So yeah, I think we're just trying to just figure out like other styles rather than just being one-dimensional and just playing through top, I guess. So that's pretty much it.
That's fair. All right, I think I'm good on questions. Z, you got anything else?
Oh, absolutely. Yuki, tell me what it was like playing through game 1 with the replacement jungler. It was such a good showing from him. I know we don't have him here right now, but for someone, as we heard Rebel say 14,000 times, who is platinum into a matchup against higher level players,
3 times.
Like 17 times.
3 times.
What was it like, not relying on the simple Moody?
Well, Dark Cat, I don't know if you guys know what Nightfall League was, but he was our jungler because we were on, I was on LSG, and he was our jungler for Nightfall League, so I had complete confidence in him, and he hasn't played the game in like 3 weeks either, so.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, but
came back first game, dusting off mouse and keyboard.
Any chance Moody's gonna be outed here soon?
No, Moody's gonna stay.
Any chance?
I'm pretty sure Moody's gonna stay.
What about you, Yuki? What about you?
What are the allegations? I've heard about allegations that you're actually considering putting Moody in the bot lane and that you'll be swapping to the support role. Is that correct? Yeah, those allegations are coming from me right now. That's where I got the source. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know you got MVP?
Yeah, you guys said that as soon as I
That's
played.
good. We can take that away also, by the way. That's our power. All right, enough memeing. We're done with the interview.
No,
Do you
we're
have
not
any
done.
shout-outs?
Yuki,
No, we're
any
done.
shout-outs?
We're
Any
done.
shout-outs? Any
I
shout-outs?
want shout-outs.
Shout out to my team for playing well, and Coach Vin and Gnarly Gnar. They're really good people, and Flibble, of course.
Okay, one last question. Yuki,
Alright.
if you had anyone you could get rid of on the team of Recon 5 and just replace with someone, who would it be?
Me.
Oh! Eradicated. Oh.
Whoa!
You heard it
Yuki.
here. He is now officially signed on a Recon 5.
With my owner, Pretty Boy, Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Is he better?
Oh yeah, he's a monster on Caitlyn. Just to see his Caitlyn.
This just in, Yuki Bunny does not want to play for Recon 5 anymore. He's going to be alleviating his position to, of course, Pretty Boy. He says, of course, he's better. So we're waiting for that, Yuki. Thank you, though.
Alright.
Great
Fantastic
showing
job.
here tonight. Congrats on getting MVP.
Mhm.
We can take it away anytime, though.
Thank you guys for casting.
Yeah.
Nah.
Always.
Nah. Always. Rebel,
Yeah.
any last words?
Nah, yeah. Thanks for the fantastic cast. It was really memey, really fun. We got a donation. Thank you for the donation. That tends to happen when I'm casting recently. I don't know why. But
All right. Stop flexing.
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying I appreciate the support from you guys. It's really appreciated. Helps us out all the time.
Oh, such kind words from my boy Rebel Fox here. I'd like to say I also appreciate everyone who's watching. Not just Rebel. But Looks like we got ABL Stream 1 rating with a party of 20. Thank you for joining our stream. I'm going to give you a nice song as we close out. How does the ABL song go? Dun 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 dun
Please
dun
shut down the stream,
okay,
Ark.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God. Ark,
Good night,
please.
everybody.
Ark.
I've been